Hey there, Gators. This is Marcel from the Housing Business Office, and today I'm going to be walking you guys through the housing application process. All right, let's go. All right, so here we are on the housing website, which is housing.sfsu.edu. So here you'll see a few announcements. We want to go to the second announcement, which says 2017-2018 academic year housing application. So read through this slight description, and in the description itself there's a hyperlink that says housing application. We're going to click that one. Boom. So we're on that page now, which says apply for on-campus student housing. So this gives you a little description of what the housing application is like, some important dates that you guys should mark down in your calendar if you plan on applying, and the 4 steps to housing. Step 1, which I'm going to go through right now with you guys, is the application process. Step 2, the licensing agreement, which concludes the application process. Step 3, which we will do on our part, which is send you your confirmation whether you've been accepted or you've been waitlisted for housing. And step 4, we will also send this to you, which is your room assignment. So at the very end of this page, it says to continue to housing application, please click here. So that word here is hyperlinked, and when you click that, it's going to take you to the housing portal. Make sure that it says your last name, your first name, and your student number. Make sure that it's all specific to you. So in the top left, you're going to see the tabs home, which we're already on, and application. We're going to visit application right now. So let's go. Application. So there'll be a couple different terms, but you want to make sure that you click housing year 2017-2018 academic year. The next academic year coming up, so we're going to hit save and continue. Make sure for every step in this housing application process you hit save and continue. It's very important. So the first step you're going to run into is the licensing agreement, which reads step 2. The licensing agreement page basically just gives you an overview of what's to come, what payments are like, what contact information you need to have, things of this sort. So we're going to hit continue. Step 3 is your personal details. This is a read-only page, so the information will be already filled in for you. You do not need to edit it, and if you do need to edit it, please visit your gateway, which is your student portal, and manually edit it there. We have a link there for you up top if you do need to edit it, which will redirect you to your student portal. So make sure that this is all correct for you, and we're going to hit save and continue. Next step, the licensing agreement introduction. So this is going to give you an introduction to your lease, what information we need from you, some stuff that we're gonna conduct with roommate matching. Just give you a slight introduction. So we're going to hit continue. Emergency contact information. Very, very important that you fill this out with entrusted family members or friends or guardians, whatever it may be. We need emergency contact information from you. We need at least one, but we suggest that you put 2, just in case of any emergency. We know who to contact for you. So we're going to hit save and continue once you've filled all this out. Great. So now we're on the photo. So you want to put a nice photo of yourself, a nice big cheeser. And so we do this so we could match the name to the face. It just helps us down at the housing office. So once you've put a nice picture of yourself, you hit save and continue. Step 7, health information. So health insurance is required if you do live on campus as a SF State resident. You can have it through a private health insurance provider, or the school does have health insurance plans. Either way, you have to have health insurance. So once you do get that, or if you already have it, put down your information, fill out these things about medical insurance and stuff like that. So you can hit save and continue. Next is renter's insurance, which is optional. You can decline to have your stuff insured, your personal belongings within your dorm, or you could go through our third-party renter's insurance. Totally up to you. So once you have chosen one of the 2 options, you're going to go to room preference, which is number 9. So you have to put down your first two preferences of where you want to live. You'll see the different housing options on our housing website, which is housing.sfsu.edu. So you're going to put your first preference of whatever it may be, and your second preference of whatever it may be. So you can hit save and continue. Next, you want to create a roommate profile. So you want to make your own screen name, preferably something with your name, and a slight description that will be read by potential roommates. So you might want to introduce yourself, what your interests are, what your hobbies, what you're studying, just so we can help match you with potential roommates. So once you've done that, you can hit save and continue. And this is where you'll be able to search and view other potential roommates for you. We have done and coded some like a percentile box here of what we feel each student that has filled out this roommate profile, what percentage we feel they would be best for you. So depending on that, you could choose to do that. If you do not choose a roommate, we will assign one for you, or if you have a friend that you want to room with, send us an email at the housing office and we will do our best to room you guys together. So we're going to hit save and continue. Next is the manage room step. This won't be available to you until you have been confirmed. Next is the Ferpa Waiver. Somewhat of the emergency form, but this one is definitely as important, if not more. This basically states that we cannot, at the housing office, release any of your personal information to anybody but the people you put on your Ferpa waiver. So make sure that you have, just like the emergency contact form, people that you trust with your personal information and that you have no problem with them having contact to your personal information that we have at the housing office. So once you put that down, we're gonna hit save and continue. All right, almost done. So step 14, accept terms and conditions to the licensing agreement. So the licensing agreement, which pretty much serves as your housing lease, can be found at the SF State Housing website, and we have a link that goes directly to your licensing agreement, which basically states the do's and don'ts of what housing is like at SFSU. So definitely want to read that before you accept the terms and conditions. So because we've already accepted it, it reads that we have already done so, but yours will say, please accept the terms and conditions. So we're going to hit continue. Next is just step 15 is submitting the licensing agreement. So once you've accepted, we want to make sure that this is something that you're sure of, and you will hit submit. And so we're going to click that. And finally, the last step will be information about the payment fee schedule, what you will be paying for each housing installment, which is each month, and any cancellation information we will have on this step. So just the proper procedure to go about canceling your licensing agreement. And that will conclude the housing application. Alright, so this concludes the housing application process. I hope it was helpful. If you guys have any more questions or concerns, you can find our contact information on our housing website, which again is housing.sfsu.edu. Send us an email, give us a call, or have walk-in hours from 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. So that will conclude our housing application process, and I'll see future Gators in the fall.